Well, earlier on, we also spoke to SABC News correspondent Mia Alberti in Beirut.
We haven't seen any more conflicts at the moment. The situation is very calm. It is around 2 to 3 p.m. here in Lebanon, but it is a tense calm. Everyone here knows that a small spark could just develop into a major incident like we saw yesterday. And just a few hours ago, not that long ago, just one and a half hours ago, the Israeli Defense Forces said that they were investigating a possible incursion into their territory from the north, or in this point of view, from the south. And so, you know, every tiny bit of these accidents, even if it is an accident, could be a civilian, could be a farmer, or even if it is, again, like we saw on a Monday, members of the Islamic Jihad, of Hezbollah, this could continue to develop. Right now, everything is calm, but there is a lot of apprehension and a lot of people already fleeing their homes in the south, fearing for another type of conflict. We have diplomatic missions here from the US, from the UK, warning citizens to not travel to Lebanon anymore. So everyone is really aware of this risk for now. The humanitarian situation in Gaza, especially here, it's very concerning. We are seeing Israel has announced that it is doing a complete blockade of this population of almost 2 million people in such a confined space. That means no electricity, no water. Israel has also announced that it would bomb any trucks of aid that Egypt tries to cross into Gaza. And we have learned from the United Nations Refugee Agency, from which many Palestinians in Gaza depend on, that around 500,000 people at the moment are without their food baskets, the elementary food that they receive every week, that they have not received that. So we are talking about around 100,000 families that literally do not have anything to eat. They do not have any bunkers or bomb shelters to hide from the constant air raids that have been happening. They don't have water, potable water, and most of all, they don't have anywhere to go. They cannot go into Egypt because the Rafah crossing continues to be closed. They cannot go into the rest of the Israeli territory, and they have no help. And especially now, with a lot of countries, including the European Union as a whole, saying that they might have to cut entirely the aid that they have been giving to populations in Gaza who literally cannot live without any aid. Of course, this would be the responsibility of Israel as the responsible for the blockade, but this is the reality, and we have to think that there are men, women, children that are not going to school, and rather they are at home praying and listening to these bombs dropping around them. So we are talking about a massive humanitarian situation where there's not even the chance of exodus. So we might be seeing people starting to have problems related to hunger, related to diseases. Even the hospitals. I just saw a doctor that works in one of the hospitals in Gaza saying that they had to clean a girl that had 80% of burns in her body with soap, regular soap, because they have ran out of something as basic as antiseptic liquid. So this is the situation in Gaza, with literally nowhere to turn or to flee.